There was a moment, quiet, almost unnoticeable, when prayer stopped feeling natural. Not because you didn't believe, not because God wasn't real, but because life became heavy. Distractions grew louder, and your heart slowly drifted from conversation into silence. You still thought about God, you still believed in Him, but the flow, that daily, intimate exchange, became inconsistent. And without even realizing it, the voice of God became faint beneath the noise of responsibilities, emotions, and unanswered questions. But listen carefully. This is where rebuilding begins. Prayer is not just routine. Prayer is the lifeline of the Spirit. It is where your heart recalibrates. It is where your thoughts are realigned. It is where heaven meets your everyday reality. 1 Thessalonians 5:16-18 calls us to rejoice always, without ceasing, and give thanks in all circumstances. It is not a demand, it's an invitation back into connection, an invitation back into awareness, back into relationship. Because when prayer is restored, clarity returns, peace begins to settle again, strength rises in places that once felt weak. Think of prayer like breath. When breathing is shallow, the body weakens. When breathing is steady, the body stabilizes. In the same way, when prayer becomes shallow or irregular, the spirit feels disconnected. When prayer becomes consistent, even if simple, the soul begins to live again. And here's the truth many miss. Prayer doesn't have to start deep. It just have to start honest. It may sound like this: God, I'm trying to come back. God, I don't even know what to say. God, help me rebuild this. And that is enough, because God is not measuring perfection. He's responding to pursuit. Early in the morning, before the day takes over, there is a window, a sacred moment where your heart is most open. That is where